Hello, good morning. Welcome to a little day in the life workout vlog. My name is Bridget. Welcome if you are new. And I am in before prep for my first bodybuilding show. So I'm in a building phase right now, hoping to prep for a show shortly after Thanksgiving. I am a vegan athlete and we're doing upper body today. I think it's so funny because as an aspiring wellness competitor, I do a lot of legs. I do legs 3 times a week, but I feel like every time I film, I'm doing upper body. So I'm going to take you through just a little voiceover of my upper body day, working on shoulders, trying to get some cap shoulders. That is going to be my Christmas gift to myself if it's the only thing that I get for myself. Just sitting in the car, getting ready to go work out, and I have my pre-workout. I have a little bit more water. Normally I don't work out until like noonish, but it's 8:30 in the morning. So I just had my coffee. So this is caffeine free pre-workout creatine and glutamine. And yeah, we're gonna go get our workout in and get the day started off right. So I'll see you in there.
I started off the shoulder workout with a warm-up, and you should too. Absolutely. Every workout you do, you should start with a warm-up. So I like to just grab any kind of stretchy thing. Sometimes I like to use the looped bands, and sometimes I like to use the resistance bands, just like this one here. You can also use like a PVC pipe or a super light weighted bar. The key word is light. You don't want to have anything heavy, but just waking up the shoulder joints, waking up the scapula, getting your body nice and warm and stretched out, ready to go. Make sure that these stretches are dynamic. So now I'm bringing blood to the muscles. I just have some super light dumbbells, just going over some of the movements that I'm going to be doing today. Again, just waking up the muscles, getting blood flowing to that area, get the joints warm so that when you do lift heavy, your muscles are already primed for that exercise and you don't hurt yourself. Dynamic just means that you're moving through the movement. Static is like when you hold a stretch for like 30 seconds. You want to avoid those static stretches before working out, especially when it comes to lifting weights. So I started this workout with a shoulder press, and I learned from, I forgot her name. She worked out with Julia Renee in one of her videos. She was a figure competitor. Alexis, maybe? I think her name was Alexis. But she gave the tip to have the bench back one notch, and it really will get the shoulders a lot more rather than using lats and the medial head. So it'll give those shoulders that popped look. This was 35 pounds. This was like my 4th or 5th set. And this felt so good to get that 35 above my head. Like I've been saying, I have been training legs a lot and not so much shoulders. So this felt really good. Just making sure that my feet are pushed down into the floor, really using my breath to help. And then I moved over to a lat pull down. I love this attachment. If you can't see too much in the video, you can see on my right hand, there's like a ledge that you can put your palm. And if you push your palm into the attachment, you can really feel your lats engage a lot more. At least I can. I love this attachment so much. When it's time to do lat pull downs, control is super important. You can go fast, lean back, bounce off your chest, but you're going to start engaging different muscles. So it's really important to get that full stretch all the way at the top, and then when you squeeze down, you're bringing your elbows to your lats. So think about pulling your elbows down. I did a few sets of those, just really engaging the lats, and then I went and did a drop set. Drop sets are one of my favorites. So you go heavy, heavy, heavy with control. You do as many as you can. And then once you feel like you don't have control anymore, you're going to drop the weight lower, which you'll see me do here in just a second. Some people like to do 10 pounds. Some people like to do 15 or even lower. This was a triple drop set. So I dropped the weight 3 different times. I love drop sets because I feel like I can feel the burn so much more. When you drop the weight down, it almost feels like it gets heavier sometimes, and I can really feel that muscle connection. And that was a really good set. Dropping it down even more and just going as much as you can until you hit failure. This is good for lat pull downs. Anything that's on a cable, really, you can do a drop set so easy, especially if you don't have a partner. Anything with like dumbbells, you're gonna have to have a whole bunch of dumbbells out. Or if you have plates, then you're gonna have to have like a partner so that you don't have that rest time in between. And then my favorite as of late is a face pull or a rear delt cable pull. My rear delts have come such a long way. I really lacked the rear delt portion, and for capped shoulders, you have to have all 3 parts of the shoulder growing. So your shoulder is composed of 3 different parts: the front, the middle, and the rear. The rear is what we're working here, and essentially that's what's in the back part of your shoulder. So really making sure to train the rear delt is going to really make your shoulders pop, and it looks really good from the back. So in wellness, for like the back pose, you can kind of see that shoulder pop out just a little bit. But they're such a small muscle, and it takes so much mind-muscle connection that they're really hard to grow for me. And then of course I have to flex. The lighting right here is great, and I got a pump. Look at, oh, look at that go. Oh, that's like the only time I really have, look at that. And then we moved on to, these are my absolute favorite. They always have been. I have moved up to 15 pounds for a lateral raise. So I'm basically the Hulk now, and you can officially call me Muscle Mommy. 15 pounds on a lateral raise is, oh my gosh. I'm when I can do 20 pounds with control, I'm gonna be on top of the world. But lateral raises are one of the best exercises to grow that medial delt, so the one in the middle. And of course, I have to end with a drop set because look at, you can see my shoulders just pumping up. Drop sets make me feel so strong. I love feeling the blood go into my muscle, that pump. And a lot of people try to do lateral raises with too much of a swing. A little tiny bit is okay, especially towards the end of your set, but you should be able to have control, which is why I'm dropping down. You can see I have a little pause right at the top. I'm not flinging my arms up and down, and I'm really, look at my face, I'm working really hard here. You got to be careful with these though. You can kind of injure yourself. Okay, I'm done here. Whoo-wee, little flex, yes. And then we moved on. I think I said finishing up with shoulders. And then we're going back into some back exercises just to get some unilateral movement. A single arm row coming from the top with a cable. So you're going to really stretch at the top and then pull and squeeze that lat. Squeeze. This takes a lot of control, which is why you can kind of see I'm going light. I want to make sure that I'm squeezing the right muscles. You can easily have your legs take over here. You can swing too much. You can have your shoulders take over. So it's really important to have control here. These are one of my favorite exercises too, by the way.
Okay, so I already know a lot of things I have to work on. One is staying on a spot. So instead of traveling forward and around here to the side, I need to stay on one spot. So focusing on being able to switch. This is my best pose here. Got big glute here. Okay, We're gonna check back in a month and watch how I improve. Okay, so that was a pretty decent shoulder workout. 5 different exercises. You really don't need more than that, especially when it comes to muscle growth. You don't want to like do too much, right? But we're all done here. I need, this is a need because I'm a spooky person. I need to go to Target and get the Alani Witch's Brew because as a spooky girl, I need that taste. Those lollipops, those caramel apple lollipops in energy drink form. Yes, I need it. But also I ran out of my pre-made the Owen protein shakes. So we're gonna go to Target, see if we can find the Witch's Brew, and then get some more pre-made protein shakes, and then head home and get on with our day. So I just pulled up to Target, and across the street there's a Spirit Halloween store. So if they're open, I'm gonna check. I don't know if they're open. I know select ones have already opened, but if they're open, I'm by myself, and I'm gonna do myself have a little treat and just go to Spirit Halloween by myself. But make sure I don't tell anyone in my family because they're gonna be mad I went without them. So it's our little secret. I cannot go shopping like this, so I always make sure to have like a big coat or something that will cover my butt if I need to go to the grocery store or shopping after a workout. So I'm gonna put on my big old jacket that covers my butt, and let's hope that they have the Witch's Brew Alani. And of course I'm probably gonna look at some Halloween stuff because I rarely go to Target. I don't really support Target's consumerism-ish stuff, but it's Halloween and that's a different story. They didn't have the Alanis that I was looking for, but they did have pumpkin spice creamer, pumpkin spice vegan whipped cream, which is amazing. And also, of course, the creamer is vegan too, but that's not hard to come by lately. And I checked online. Google says that the Spirit Halloween store opens at 11. It is currently 11:08. So I'm gonna head on over there. I hope that they're actually open. I am going to be so excited. But because I'm doing these errands, I did grab a Pro Bar. I'm currently in between coaches right now. So on Friday is when I start working with my coach with Vegan Squad, which I'm super excited. So I'm kind of in between. So I'm just enjoying the time where I kind of can try different foods and not be on like a strict meal plan. I'm still making sure I'm eating enough protein, making sure I'm having enough carb, making sure that I'm not going crazy with calories and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not eating junk, but I probably won't have this on my meal plan. So I'm taking advantage of it now. Same with like the pumpkin spice creamer and the whipped cream. Like I probably won't have that on my plan. So I'm just enjoying it. So I'm gonna eat this. This is really good. These are plant-based, vegan, whatever. They're 270 calories. It's kind of a meal replacement bar, if I'm honest. 33 grams of carbs, 20 protein, 7 fat. So a lot more fat. There's like almond butter. What else is in here? There is some oils. So there's like palm kernel oil and I saw another one. Oh, safflower oil. But these are really good. They taste like a cookie. So I'm gonna enjoy this while I drive across the street to the Spirit store. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I love going to see like what the different like trends are for Spirit Halloween, because last year it was like Mars Attacks, which is cool. Mars Attacks is like part of my childhood and hilarious, and rewatching it as an adult was so funny. Like, I was terrified of it when I was a kid, but as an adult, like, now I realize that it's comedy horror, so it's supposed to be funny. But yeah, I'm really excited to see. I haven't seen too many other spooky people talking about Spirit just because they're not open yet. So this is going to be like a surprise. I haven't watched any Spirit Halloween hauls or hunting or any of that. So I really, really hope they are open. My hopes are high right now, and I don't want to be disappointed. But I'm really excited I get to do this by myself and not have like my kids, just to kind of like look at stuff that I want to look at. And then, you know, pretend I haven't gone and go with everybody else. Because going to Spirit Halloween is something that we really enjoy doing. But oh my gosh, please be open. Please be open. Please be open. There's other cars here. Okay, I'm gonna park right in front and see if they are open. Oh no, no! It says coming soon. It doesn't say. Damn it! They're not open. Okay, well that was a bust, but I'm gonna go home, eat some real food after I pick up the kids from school, and then yeah, be on my merry way. All my food is already prepped, so I don't have any like cooking to show you, but when I go to eat, I will show you. I will show you what I'm gonna be eating. I have tempeh with lentils and a mixture of zucchini and Brussels sprouts on the agenda today. Tempeh is not my favorite, but it gets the job done. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you at home. Okay, I lied. I am stopping by GNC to see if they have the Alani Witch's Brew, because I was like, wait, I'm passing one on the way home. So, gonna go check. GNC, please have it. Please have it. No, they don't have it. Okay, they don't have it either. But a lot of people did tell me that they have cases of it at Walmart. I don't like going to Walmart for like one thing, because it's so busy and big, and I just don't like walking around there. You're like, what the heck, you just went to Target for that? Yeah, but this Target that I go to is super small, and I don't really get distracted with other things. Plus I did need some other stuff from there. So, but yeah, I just don't want to go to Walmart. But that's okay. Okay, for real, now I'm going home. So I keep all my prepped meals in our garage fridge. We have, what did I say? Lentils, tempeh, Brussels sprouts, and a little bit of rice in here. Is that what's in there? Why does that one look not so full? I'm gonna do this one. I don't know. Why does this one look half full? I'm gonna do this one. It's more food. I'm gonna have to double check what's in that one. But yeah, tempeh, lentils, rice, and veggies going in. So this is what the meal looks like. There is half a cup of rice on top of some tempeh and lentils, and I'm gonna put some sauce on there. We have quite some to choose from. Actually, we don't have that many. What do I want? I'm gonna do this one. This is from Trader Joe's. It is vegan, which is pretty cool, but it's not labeled as vegan. It is the next day. Yesterday was just a lot of family time. You'll see boxes behind me. I'll talk about that another time. But I did want to show you my pumpkin spice latte. I did have one yesterday as well. It is early in the morning, and I'm gonna enjoy my coffee before it gets taken off my plan.